Every year I am always dreading school and waiting to get out of it. Then finally the second summer hits, all I do is watch social media and play video game. This cycle then repeats itself until summer is over, and I have accomplished nothing. That is why this year I have decided to do something and make a game. This is my progress of 1 week of making a game. Day 1, coming up with an idea for the game. A game that me, my brother, and my neighbor grinded tons of hours staying up playing together is Stardew Valley. I had so much fun playing that game and decided that my game would be a fishing game inspired off of Stardew Valley fishing mechanic. I fired up Roblox Studio and made the coding for the fishing mechanic for the game. Day 2, making the map for the game. I fired up Blender and started making models that I would use for my game. I learned how to use Blender from watching various tutorials on YouTube. I had made the base part of the map and docks that the player would stand on while they fish. Day 3, coding. I had learned about proximity prompts and used them to prompt the player to fish. I also learned how to change the camera position and angle so that it would be third person looking at the player while they fish. Day 4, more coding. Not much done on this day except polishing the camera angles the player would be looking at when they fish. Also, just so y'all know how I am learning how to do all this coding. I'm not some crazy genius. I usually just spend hours reading the Roblox forums hoping I find an answer. Before I go on, please subscribe. It helps the channel a lot and it only takes a second. Back to the game development. Day 5, more coding. I had given the player a fishing rod, but it didn't have any purpose yet. The fishing line didn't cast and it really was just an item for the player to hold. I also had a short asking y'all for suggestions in the game. Day 6, implementing suggestions. A lot of great ideas were given in the feedback, but sadly I couldn't implement them all yet. I plan on looking at each suggestion and putting them in the game if they're not trash. I had made parkour around the map do a suggestion in the comments. Day 7. The final day I started on working on the fishing rod being useful. I used a rope constraint to make the fishing line move, but it still is very buggy and glitches the player around. So far I'm stuck on this problem and spent hours of reading forums to try and solve it. Also, kudos to Squidgy for the suggestion for a Discord server that y'all would join to test out the game as a demo and decide which part you guys looked and what should be deleted from the game. I decided this was a good idea and put a Discord server link in the comments. Come back to see my progress in my week or watch my shorts that I upload daily about what I did in the game that day.